is no perfect family. So I know I talk about that. I mean, that is a total farce. Whoever put the word perfect and family together that's ridiculous. And it's going to show more and more in the time that we're in right now. There's no perfect family. It's about bridging imperfection and doing the best with the time we got. So don't put yourself under the pressure of being the perfect family.
Think of your schedule and your rhythm as like your bridge to those imperfections, because it really sets those expectations, which really sets you up for success.
And don't put yourself under the pressure of being a perfect family, because in the last 10 years, I have not met one. And we certainly aren't. We still have setbacks, challenges, arguments, kids getting in trouble, little ones, meltdowns, business challenges, but it's not about perfection. Family's not about perfection. So,
and one thing to go along with that, not being about perfection, is referencing some of those skills that we're learning during this time. It's also super important that we're extending grace and courtesy to each other. So if we have our rhythms and we have our schedule on the board, and Jim happens to pick up his phone at a time that's not ideal, I'm not gonna like chew him out or not talk to him for the rest of the day or be like, what the hell are you doing? It's gonna be like, wow, you know what? I know he's trying really hard. That must have been a very important thing. And I also might remind him, hey, right now is the no tech time. So it's something that just extending grace and courtesy to one another and knowing that we're all trying our best and really that we're in this together is super important. Along with that, discipline. So I think it would be easy to be anxious or fired up, or if something goes wrong or somebody's not listening, to just attack, right? I feel like we're all at this heightened sense right now that may be an easier thing, but just remembering that the root of discipline is being a disciple, showing them how to get along, modeling what is expected, modeling how you want it to go, because kids are going to fall apart. Things aren't going to go exactly right. But instead of, I'd like to challenge you that instead of being overly firm, also being fair. So high warmth, high expectation, making sure that in this time when we're all needing each other more than ever, including Jim and I, including the big boys, including the babies, understanding that we're being super warm along with our high expectations.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I'll end on is asking for help does not mean you're helpless. That's a big lesson I've had. I'm actually writing a whole new book that I won't get into, but it's about having friends at 3 a.m., which basically means we all have friends that we can pick up the phone and call at 3 a.m. They'd be there for us in a heartbeat. And I always aim to make sure I keep myself open to be that friend or family member. But I used to not ask for help because I thought if I'm asking for help, I'm admitting that I'm helpless and I'm worthless. Nothing could be further from the truth. Nothing. And as our 18 Summers tribe, obviously family life is going to be challenged over these next 2 weeks to 2 months at least, you know, and there could be overwhelm and disappointment and fear. You know, don't hesitate to ask for help, because it doesn't mean you're helpless. In fact, the opposite. If you don't ask for help, that's when you're helpless. That's when
everything from food to friendship to sanity or coffee date, like, you know, we can keep socially distant and still help one another.